Welcome everybody to the special edition of Jet Sports News. I'm Issa.
I'm Brandon.
And let's get right into it. Last Friday, the Jets flew into Thompson Field and faced Alameda High and took care of business. JV ran away with the game late by winning by a score of 34-20. And even with the late arrival of our varsity team, the Jets took what little dignity the Alameda High football program had left and just stomped it on the ground, winning by a score of 42-0 and also causing the Alameda High team to forfeit. Brandon Lott has more.
The Encinal Jets took on Alameda Hornets at Thompson Field for Island Bowl on Friday night. To start off, Encinal's defense was strong in the beginning, getting multiple stops. Alameda came out with some defense of their own. Number 6, Isaiah Smith, with a big run, putting the Jets in scoring position. They go on to score their first touchdown in the quarter. The Hornets tried to answer back as they were on the 5-yard line in scoring position, but they just couldn't get past the Jets' defense. Number 18, David Romero, throws it to Teddy Oliver, number 3, who runs down the sideline. No one seems to catch him as he scores for a touchdown. Hornets tried to put some points on the board before halftime, but failed in doing so. Last play before the half, David Romero hands it to Isaiah Smith, running to the sideline for a huge run, leaving everyone behind him for a big touchdown. The Jets went on to win Island Bowl 42-0 and keep their streak alive as now winning 4 years in a row. Go Jets. This Friday, the Encinal Jets take on Skyline at Encinal, JV at 4, and Varsity at 7.
Well, that wraps up today's episode of Jet Sports News. I'm Issa.
I'm Brandon.
We'll see you next time.
Hey fellow Jets, on this special episode of Jets Perspectives, we're spilling the tea on the upcoming International Climate March coming up this Friday, September 20th. The Climate March is inspired by European activist Greta Thunberg, whose previous climate strikes were to fight against global warming. Her reasoning for the climate strikes is that if our futures are to be ruined by climate change, why go to school at all? Today we'll be getting 2 differing perspectives on the Climate March and what you can do about climate change. Henry?
Well, Anthony, one thing I do have to say about this climate march is that it was the generations previous to us that have caused this problem. And now that we're in high school and we're all very aware of this situation, we're also very aware of how little power we have. Most of us here are under 18 and don't really have any way of interacting with the government or any of its businesses and how they conduct their business with greenhouse gases. So I think one power that we do have is being able to walk out of school, gain attention of local news and other teenagers around our age. Yeah.
Fascinating. Now for a different perspective, Egas.
Thanks, Anthony. Well, I think Henry makes some really great points about this certainly does draw attention to the issue. However, I also think that a free public education is one of the few great gifts of our society, and I really discourage students from neglecting the importance of that. Additionally, Henry said that that being under 18, there's not much way to engage, and I have to respectfully disagree because even though you're under 18, you can still vote. You can vote with your dollar. And so I really encourage students, if you do walk out, don't let the protest end there, but think about how your consumer habits and the things you buy and the companies you support, you can support companies that take a stronger role in reducing climate change.
Fascinating, truly fascinating. Well, that's all the time we have for today, Jets. Whether you march or not, we hope that you all make informed decisions to fight climate change. See ya.